Time for some online shopping. Let's see, who haven't I ordered from? Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing. No, I still have a haul I haven't filmed yet from them. Shein, definitely not. That shipping was terrible. Reformation. Yes, I haven't shopped for Reformation. Let's see what they have. Let's look at their skirts this season. I need a new skirt. Oh my gosh. I need this. $128. Are you kidding me? For a skirt? $128? What? No. I can make this myself. Like, girl, bye. Yep, that's me. The first thing I'm going to do is take a skirt that fits me well and use it as my pattern for this. I'm going to make sure to leave lots of seam allowance because this is going to be the front piece and we're going to be splitting it in half for that seam that will create the split. Taking my measuring tape, I'm going to go in about 6 inches, and this is going to be the seam where the split will happen. After everything, I really think I could have went in maybe a little less, maybe 5.5 inches, just so it's right on that mid thigh, but it was pretty close. So you can alter it that way, or you can do 6 if you want. But yeah, I'm just going to pin that line as a guide, and then I'm going to take my scissors and cut straight down. Before I sew, I'm going to measure down the length I want my skirt to be before it reaches the split. And I'm going to mark that area as well. And just note that here the skirt is longer than it's going to be. I'm going to cut off some for the hem. It's just extra seam allowance just for any mistakes. So once I have my decided length for my split and where it will begin, I'm just going to pin everything and do a straight stitch down. Taking the same skirt, I'm going to go ahead and cut out my 2 back pieces, making sure I leave lots of seam allowance because there will be a zipper inserted. So I'm just going to cut that out and pin them to the front of the skirt. Once I have my 2 back pieces, I'm just going to flip them over to the right side and pin them to the front of the skirt and do a straight stitch down both sides. Once the pieces are together, I'm just going to fold over twice to sew the waist hem. You can either press this if you want. I usually press afterwards, but pressing before is just as fine. So I'm just going to do that and do a straight stitch on that edge as straight as I can. And yep, that's all for that. So here I'm just looking in the mirror trying to figure out where I want the split to end, and that indent that's already there is pretty much giving me a sign that that's where it should end. So I'm just gonna cut slightly below that to create my hem and do my split hem, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So for sewing the hem, you're just gonna fold over twice, hide the raw edges, straight stitch down, go across the top and go down to the next side and fold over and do the same thing. For the hem of the skirt, I'm going to use that same method I used for the waist. Fold over twice and do a straight stitch down all the way across the bottom of the skirt, including the area that was split as well. Make sure to press everything, all your seams, all your hems, so everything is nice and wrinkle free and just lays nice and beautifully. The next step is to add my zipper. I have an invisible zipper, which I am so excited how it turned out. I really took my time to do this. Just make sure you take your time and don't be afraid. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, okay? The last thing to do is to finish the rest of your skirt and just fold the remainder of the fabric right sides together and do a straight stitch all the way down, and then we are done. Alright guys, so this is how the skirt looks. I just paired it with the button up to give the off the shoulder vibe. I think it's very cute. I love how I did the invisible zipper. It was like the first time ever that I did it perfectly. So I really enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, I'm so glad that I can add this skirt to my wardrobe without paying that price. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for much more. Bye!